Dear students, I welcome all for this practical session. In our last session, we have discussed how to implement a linear queue using one-dimensional array in C language. And today we are going to develop a C program to implement a circular queue using one-dimensional array. So for that, I have taken the same linear queue program and I'm going to do certain modification to this linear queue. So the linear queue requires modification in these segments. That is, you have to do modification to enqueue function, dequeue function, and display function. So let me show you how to do the modification and how to convert this linear queue into circular queue. So while inserting an element into the circular queue, you have to check two conditions to tell whether the queue is full or not. So those two conditions are if front pointer if front pointer is equal to 1 and rear pointer is equals to maximum size minus 1. This is one condition when the circular queue is going to be full. And also the other condition is the front pointer is greater than 0 and the rear pointer is just behind the front pointer, that is front minus 1. If the rear pointer is just behind the front pointer, then also the queue is going to be full. So you have to check these two conditions to tell whether the circular queue is full or not. Okay, this condition you have to change. And in the else block, while inserting an element into the circular queue, you have to increment the rear pointer by rear equals to rear plus 1 modular division of maximum size. So this is the formula that we are going to use to increment the rear pointer in case of circular queue. So these two modifications, you have to do it for enqueue function. And similarly, you have to do certain modification to the dequeue function. So the dequeue function requires modification in this line. You have to increment the front pointer by front equals to front plus 1 bracket close modular division of maximum size. Okay, so this is about dequeue. And in the display function, you have to do the modification for the for loop. So I equals to front and I reaches the rear pointer up to the rear. I equals to I equals to I plus 1 modular division of maximum size. This is what the program segment that we have discussed in our theoretical session. And let me run the program to check whether the same linear queue works as a circular queue. Okay, so I'll perform insertion operation on the circular queue, enter the item to be inserted. I'll enter the element 2. Let me insert 5 elements. Okay, so I'll insert one more element, that is 3. I'll insert one more element, that is 4. One more, 5. One more, 6. Okay, after this, if I try to insert the next element, I should get a message that the queue is full. Here I'm getting the message. Let me delete one element from the. Okay, so this is not printing the array elements. Let me check what is happening. So if I equals to front and I equals to rear. Okay, let me change the code here. So this should be I is not equal to rear, and after printing the elements, you have to print the element that is pointed out by the rear pointer. For that, I'll include one more printf, %d, comma, queue of rare. Okay. Slashing. So this completes the code. Now I'll compile the program. So there is one error, unreachable code. Okay. What was that error? Function call is missing. Okay, I have missed the bracket. I'll just close it. I'll save the program. Now I'll run it. Now I'll enter my first choice, that is 1, and I'll insert some elements into the queue. 2, again 4, then 5, then 7, and let me display the elements of the queue. So the queue contains 2, 4, 5, 7. And next, I'll perform one more insertion, that is 8, again one more, that is 9. So this time, the queue becomes full, and you are getting a message queue is full. Let me delete one element. And now there is one location that is free in the beginning. Now you can perform insertion operation. Let me do that insertion operation. So I wanted to insert the element 9. Okay. The item is inserted. Let me display the elements of the queue. So the queue contains 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So the last item that was inserted was 9, but it is placed in the beginning. Okay, but it was the last element inserted, and it is showing at the last. Hence, I'm displaying it at the last. And let me delete all the elements from the queue. I'll perform dequeue operation. Thrice I have performed. Now I'll show you the elements of the queue. So there are only two elements, 8 and 9. Let me do insertion. That is 3. Item is inserted. I'll show the item. It is inserted at the last. Okay, next to 9. And now I'll repeat my deletion operation. And now the last element that was deleted is 3. Now let me try to perform one more deletion. Deletion is not possible because queue is already empty. Now, if I try to display the elements, you're getting queue is empty message. So this is the circular queue program. I hope all of you have got the point. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you.